Seahawks.
Your 2026 Seattle Seahawks.
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen and Jason Myers has us set to get started. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The 49ers come out and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract for the fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and man, all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, 49ers.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They run once more with McCaffrey. And they'll only manage to pick up. And that leads to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards. And the 49er 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. This one complete to Bourne. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And that is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And that's just a tough way to finish off what was a good opening drive. And obviously, as a kicker, you have to have a short memory. But you can bet he'll be thinking about that one the rest of the way.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. They're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up first and goal.
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. That is caught side of the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready now for their second drive. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd down and 9. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll work this past 25 to the 26-yard line. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, it's Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The ground, it's Walker to start the drive. He's inside the 25, and he will score. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seattle.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively. Because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
Now the point after try from Myers. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's McCaffrey. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. Big-time play by McCaffrey. 37 yards.
A gain of 37 yards.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
Open man there, it is Bourne. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A pickup of 21 on that connection. It's good for a Niners first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close.
And he'll take this one in. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers are on the board. It's now 14-7.
49ers 7.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the first quarter. So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. Open, left side is Barner. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he has been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we're going to see much more of him as this game goes on. They'll motion a tight end right. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. Whoa! And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
To the former Cal Bear, Jake Tunges. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. And another first down. And another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth.
That is caught by the tight end, Jake Tunges. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once again. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards.
First and 10.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
So, from the 25, it's second and 5. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Huff brings it in left side. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. That is is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
At the 5-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. Walker. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
From back at the 5. Here now third and goal. In motion is Barner. They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. Escaping. Good blocking, and he's in. Sam Darnold. Touchdown Seahawks. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Brady takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Here's Purdy. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everything.
And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. His pass left side, caught by Tonjes. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On second down, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 20.
A gain there of 20. First down, 49ers.
It's a gain of 20. And a 49er first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They need two. Here's Purdy. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this first quarter will come to an end. So, a little extra time to think about what to do on fourth down as we are through quarter number 1. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it looking at fourth down and 2. Now Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, and it works out as they convert on fourth down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Here's Purdy. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll go again from the 3. It is second and goal. McCaffrey. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on third and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
Third and goal. Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get fourth and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
On fourth down, Purdy. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where as an offense you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But Let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 5-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
It's now third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
From the gun, on third down, it's Darnold. Connects with Kupp on the slant. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down. Now it's McCaffrey.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down. He was able to get it by plenty, too. Gain of 8 on that 3rd and 3.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Purdy going to keep this one himself. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll send a tight end in motion. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Finding his tight end, Farrell. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
3rd and short. Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Throwing again is Purdy. This one complete to Bourne. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Just like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Mark down at the 6.
We got the lead at the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Hendrick Bourne, touchdown, 49ers. Tight spaces down there, things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. Open, left side is Barnes. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do. And, man, the play action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Here's Darnold. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So here's Brock Purdy, and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Big Leonard Williams brings him down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. On the handoff, McCaffrey. Now McCaffrey loses the football.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
Third down and 9. To throw, Purdy. And that one thrown away to the sideline. It's incomplete. It's a frustrating series. They don't bring up 4th down.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
To return, it's Shaheed. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Seahawks offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun run now with Walker. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
2-yard loss.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll complete it to Barner. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Play action. Here's Purdy. Out to his right.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey.
McCaffrey, the 49er ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Open man is Tunges, the tight end. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, 49ers.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Stoppage here. One of the 49ers is down. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Third and 6. Throwing is Purdy. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key third downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
On comes Thomas Morstead, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Seahawks offense starting to trot out for this next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Second and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. For the middle, it's cut. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Darnold. It's complete. He's got Cup. And he's taken down up past the 35. Now Seattle's going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Darnold to the air once more. He finds Cup along the out route. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up second down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On play action, here's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Stoppage here. One of the 49ers is down. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Third and 2. Here we go. Darnold to throw again. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Here's Michael Dixon now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Niners offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. They run with Walker. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he will go all the way. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks go up by 7. 28-21. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. Ooh. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. 49ers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Going to get that complete. This is Sky Moore. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch. This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long, but in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
the gun. It's Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It covers 51 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
But the fullback trying to power it home. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kyle Juszczyk, touchdown San Francisco. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He's got it, and the 49ers have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Shaheed now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba ready to get back to work. Both these offenses have been informed. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
He was taken down behind the line.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Got a man, that's Warner, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 22 yards there. 1st down, Seattle.
For a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. In the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
23 yards.
A gain there of 23 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
At the 15-yard line.
Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. Charbonnet will take this into the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Now the point after drop from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks will go up by 7.
Makes the score Seahawks 35, 49ers 28.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll do so with first and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 8. They run on the jet sweep, and this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
A loss of 2 brings up third and 10.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's Purdy. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
24-yard gain.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block. take him down for a loss.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. To the left side, into the hands of North. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. First down, 49ers.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
A play fake. Now it's Purdy. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 on the Seahawks 30-yard line.
Second and 5. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Throw, left side, complete to Pearsall. He's got the first down, not by a whole lot. Only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Big Leonard Williams brings him down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Purdy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Rolling right, and this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target, no catch, and now 4th down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
Piñeiro's kick is good. And the Niners will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Piñeiro has a field goal a moment ago. Now he's back out to kick it away. Shaheed now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He's going to let this one go deep. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Niners offense ready to see what they can do. Trailed by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw, it's Purdy. Now, there's someone caught by Tunges.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Purdy. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming up.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, here's Darnold. Forced out wide. He'll take off again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. The run up the middle, it's Walker. He'll push forward for about a yard. D. Winters there to bring him down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down, 3 to go. To throw is Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively, and here you find yourself in a one-score game. Mike, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Nearly a good one. And hit at the 6, but continues in the end zone. It's a touchback. The 49ers offense getting set to get back to work. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Robinson. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
They'll run the sneak. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain on the play. And the 49er 1st down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
A give, and here comes Robinson. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Reek Woolen brings him down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll have the 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable, and just line up and snap it again.
He'll look deep, left sideline. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And he missed it. It's no good. and they are not able to draw closer.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
The Seahawks offense headed back to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold.
Darnold's pass complete to number 11, Jackson Smith-Njigba. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 4. Darnold to throw. That one on target to Cup. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. They'll go play action with Darnold. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Taken in right side by Barner. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone, and it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there, and now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And this lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. We'll go play action. Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A big one here in the 4th quarter. An even 40 yards.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this 4th quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
And he'll take it on in. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown, 49ers. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He knocks it through. And the 49ers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Seahawks 35.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Shaheed now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get back to work.
34-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. That one swung out wide to Walker. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Seattle.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Niners' 40-yard line.
Second and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And it'll be marked down at the 7, and it will set up 1st and goal.
Seahawks, first down.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible. I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll step up, and he's in! Sam Darnold, touchdown Seahawks. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Seahawks have taken a 4-point advantage.
42, 49ers 38.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. On play action, here's Purdy. Out wide, that's Robinson. No chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Third and short. Purdy. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
Anytime it's third and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense, taking him down for a loss. Brings up fourth down.
The 49ers out for the punt. They forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This is taken at the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba ready to get back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. First and 10 now from the 36. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 38 now, here comes second and 8. Once again, it's Walker. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the gun, on third down, it's Darnold. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third and 5. Throwing, Darnold. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. They'll run here with Walker. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
So the pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Niners offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. This one complete to Bourne. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Purdy. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
The 49ers out to punt this one. Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive.
Walker, the ball carrier. D. Winters on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. On the return, it's Moore. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Niners offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. They'll go play action with Purdy. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another 1st down.
1st down, 49ers.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's Purdy again. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's complete to Moore on the right side. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Robinson. And, boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Here is 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. They'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the Seahawks 9-yard line.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll run with Robinson. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. Now, 1st and goal. Purdy to throw. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1. And a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
All right, so, Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. Shaheed now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with 1st down. Darnold now to throw. Smith-Njigba left side. He's got it. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the 4th.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Darnold. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
33-yard line.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Darnold to the air once more. That ball intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
And just what a turn of events, Mike. You have the ball. You're thinking all we need to do is milk the clock, get into field goal range, and win this thing in regulation. But now after that turnover, you find yourself now back trailing, and I'm not sure there's enough time for them to come back.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers will go up by 7.
52. Seahawks 45.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From his own end zone, Rashid Shaheed. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Down the field, he's got Barner. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
21 yards.
And they'll quickly signal for timeout. It's not looking good, but at least they're going to have one final play. Maybe a miracle can get them down to the end zone. Here's 1st down. Here we go. One final play. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish as this one will come to an end. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen, and Jason Myers has us set to get started. Off we go from Lumen Field. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract with a fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. The throw on the run is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A play fake. Now it's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third down, they need 5. They'll send their tight end left. 3rd and short. Purdy. He's going to have the first down and more. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 31 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
This is caught for 2. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Well, they turn around and they decide to give it to the big fullback this time to try to get it over the goal line, but this defense proves there is not a lot of room to operate down here close.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks 0.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Shaheed now to return it. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And, Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the #1 goal is to come out with a victory.
Brought down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. Got it with Smith and Jigba. A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
The reception for Shaheed. They're going to work this down inside the 45. 11 yards on the pass there. 1st down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Handoff, running left is Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He's going to look deep. Going to Cup. That is caught. What a throw. Cooper Cup. Touchdown, Seattle.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then, what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks come right back to tie it at 7.
Jason Myers.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This returnable from the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The 49ers offense ready to see the football for the second time. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
It's a gain of 20.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. And what does that do? It gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
At the 39-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
It is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. Here's a handoff to Walker. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 16 yards on the game. And a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He keeps it himself.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Back deep for the Niners is Sky Moore. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 2. He'll go play action. Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a first down.
I like the play call there. 2nd, relatively short. Give your quarterback an opportunity to push this ball downfield, but realize this quickly. Nothing development. Get the ball down to your back. Pick up a new set of downs.
To throw on first down is Purdy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
7-yard gain.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
They get 21 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Seahawks 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. A run here with McCaffrey. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
3rd down. Purdy. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the 49ers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Well, Seahawks offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession.
26-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. A throw on the move is caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Darnold to throw. Open, left side is Barnum. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
That's good.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go play action with Darnold. This is caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage, no gain to show for it.
Now, that was a nice looking grab. Really nice footwork there on the sideline to stay in bounds, but after all that, it's still not going to result in very much.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now, on 4th and short, this coach has a decision to make.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Niners offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
26 yards. First down, San Francisco.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. Now it's McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
On second down, Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will score! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. That's his second touchdown tonight.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Makes the score Niners 17, Seahawks 7.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. On play action, here's Darnold. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And he can't hang on through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
That one swung out wide to Walker. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
This is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That is caught. He finds Walker. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
In motion is Barner. Darnold to the air once more. There's a short one taken in by Barner. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. To throw again is Darnold. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's good.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. In the middle, it's cut. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Darnold. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
This defense holding tight. Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to stop 3rd and goal. Throwing, Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's now 4th and goal.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown. So they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on downs. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Brought down by Chris Jones. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 4-yard line.
2nd and 7. They'll run. This is their fullback getting the carry. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. And he's taken down up past the 35. A big play after being backed up. And even 30 yards.
First down.
I like to call these short throw, long run. You don't always have to generate explosive plays in the passing game by trying to throw the ball over the defense's head. This is a great example of it. Get the ball to a guy with speed, in space, and let him do the rest.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
11 more yards.
First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
First and 10.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask the coach for some help. Because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
A gain of 16
Man, when it
yards.
works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense. And if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
They'll run here with McCaffrey. He looks forward for maybe a yard. DeMarcus Lawrence there on the stop.
DeMarcus Lawrence on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Third and short. Purdy. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, 49ers.
First down. It's a gain of 10.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays.
And he's in! Brian Robinson, touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, 49ers.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Makes the score Niners 24, Seahawks 7.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll complete it to Barner. And he is out of bounds at the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Jason Pinnock there to end it.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
That's good.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
30-yard line.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. Open, left side is Barner. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here comes 2nd and 4. First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. Oh, the elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's Walker. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 49ers 4-yard line.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seahawks. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Niners 24, Seahawks 14.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. First and 10. Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen here. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up.
Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 9 brings up third down.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We're back to Seattle after this. 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Open man is Tunges, the tight end. 13 yards on the catch there. It's good for a Niners first down.
13 yards.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points. And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
Throwing again is Purdy. The second down throw is incomplete.
It's clear whatever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line.
24 yards.
An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
1st and 10.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Pass complete to Ken Walker. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Darnold now to throw. He'll step up and run this. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
5-yard gain on the play. That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Darnold to throw. There's a short one taken in by Barner. Now timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This from 40 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are able to get it back within a score.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
Seven seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw, Purdy. Airing one out for Bourne. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. Darnold now on 1st and 10. That is caught downfield by Cup. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. Darnold to throw on 1st down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Second and 3 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
This quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league, but what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could, and leads to a nice pickup.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On 2nd down, it's Darnold. Taken in right side by Barner. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks first down. They'll go play action with Darnold. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Bryce Huff. He gets into drop-in. It's a loss of 8.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Darnold. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Third and long. To throw is Darnold. He'll try to run for it. And he will get into the end zone. Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Seattle. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. 49ers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's That's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Again, it's McCaffrey. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Boye Mafe in on the tackle.
27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Third down and 9. Purdy. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of
25 yards, the pickup there. First down, 49ers.
First down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
At the 47-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 9. They run once more with McCaffrey. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game. Force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away. And then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And he's trying to power forward, but no dice. They're going to stop him behind the line.
So it's a pretty manageable third down. So they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. The Seahawks offense ready for this next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start first and 10. On play action, here's Darnold. This one broken out. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
It is third and 10. Here's Darnold. It's complete. He's got caught. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 4. Throwing, Darnold. Oh, he's going him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Complete to Rashid Shaheed. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 41-yard line.
2nd and inches. Give to Charbonnet. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. That one on target to Cup. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. He finds Cup along the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks will move out in front, 27-24.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike, but 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Jason Myers.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Niners offense make their way out to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Throwing is Purdy. And taken in by Jennings.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. One of the tight ends motions right. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field, and he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. In motion is Barner. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
2nd and a yard at the 10-yard line.
Now Walker. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now you're looking at 3rd down.
Renardo Green on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run the sneak. And he will have the Seahawks 1st down as they are able to keep this drive moving.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
They'll run here, and it's Charbonnet. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
At the 6-yard line.